Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Thanks again for popping by. In today's video I am going to be talking to you about Marco's Talipes. Obviously I know this is not Marco, he's asleep at the moment, but this one is just at my feet and on me constantly. So he will probably be ducking in and out of this video, so I do apologise. I just wanted to give you a little update really on how Marco is coping and how we have found the whole journey with regards to having bilateral talipes. So just to quickly update you on everything so far, but Marco, my third son, was born with a birth defect called talipes, and he has bilateral talipes, so he was born with both feet turned inwards. So right from a young age, he has been having treatment to correct his feet, maneuver his feet into the correct position. So far, all of our treatment has gone really well. So we have been doing a method called the Ponseti method, which is what they recommend, and it's what they do naturally when babies in the UK are born with talipes. Now, we are so lucky that we have actually had no issues with the treatment. It's all been so plain sailing, so smooth. Yeah, I feel very lucky for that, but that doesn't go to say that the experience hasn't been difficult. The trauma, I think, the emotional trauma has been so tough to deal with. I think when you are pregnant, you have visions in your mind about having this perfect baby and not having a baby that is going to need treatment or help, or there's going to be anything wrong with your baby. So that in itself is so difficult to deal with emotionally and sort of physically. Seeing them, it's just awful and heartbreaking, and even to this day I will never lose that feeling, I don't think, because even though his feet are fully corrected right now, he's always going to have talipes. It's not just because his feet are perfect and we're sort of nearing the end of our treatment, he doesn't have talipes anymore, because he will always have talipes. It's always going to be something that might limit him later on in life when he goes to school and he does PE or running, or you know, whatever he chooses to do. It is a possibility that that will limit him in some kind of way. So this week my husband took Marco for his 6-month checkup, so we've been going back every 6 months just so they can see his feet, and they said that he's doing really well. His feet are brilliant. His boots and bar are doing a great job, and yeah, his feet are perfect. So they now do not want to see us for a whole year, which is amazing. I can't believe that. So we now don't have another appointment until the beginning of March 2020, which is crazy. And they also had said that when he turns 4, on his 4th birthday, we would have an appointment and potentially say goodbye to the boots and bar at night time, which I can't believe, because that is only a 1.5 years away, and I know it's going to go so quickly because the years now, they just fly by. So he's 2.5 at the moment, so he's like halfway through, over halfway through. So yeah, we've got a 1.5 years left of boots and bar nighttime wear, so 12 hours during the night, so 6 till 6, 7 till 7, whenever he goes to sleep really. So here are the boots if you've never seen them before, or if you have just stumbled across this video because you're researching talipes, your baby's going to be born with talipes, or you're not quite in the boots and bar stage yet and you haven't seen them. This is what they look like. They do look a little scary, but don't let it faze you because they are not scary. So this is the metal bar, and obviously the 2 boots, they do click off, they separate, so you can take the boots off and then you just click the bar in once you've put the boots on. So the width of this bar should be the same width as your baby's shoulders. It does come in and it does go out as they grow. This, when he was born, obviously was so much closer together because he was so small. And these bits that stick out, they are usually at a 60-degree angle and a 10-degree lift to stretch out the Achilles tendon, which has probably been snipped. But at Marco's appointment, what they decided to do was bring the angle in slightly. So usually they're at a 60-degree, as I said earlier, but they managed to bring him into a 40-degree angle to make him a little bit more comfortable at night time, because they know he's not a great sleeper at night time. So hopefully this will make him a little bit more comfortable. And all you have to do basically is just use like a screwdriver, like a Phillips screwdriver I think, and just turn the angle in. I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you've spoken to your consultant, and I would let your consultant do it for you. Don't just do it off your own back, because your baby's feet might not be at that stage yet. I'm not sure if they do it normally or if they just know that Marco is a really terrible sleeper, so they've done it. But we have actually had no issues with his feet whatsoever, so I think they probably feel like hopefully it's going to continue and this won't make a difference. So these are the boots that he is going to have to wear until he is 4 years old. And as I said before, when he comes out of these at night time, it doesn't mean that his Talipes goes away or it's gone. He could potentially relapse in the future as he grows bigger and he has growth spurts. Obviously, if they have a growth spurt, their body just grows rapidly, in which case it could cause a relapse. And a relapse could just mean that your feet could turn back in again, not completely, but slightly, and it could mean that he would need to be recasted again, which obviously I'm trying not to think too much about, because that I guess is like way in the future and you just don't know what's going to happen. But it could be a potential, and I feel like if I have that in the back of my mind, then I could be prepared for that if that ever came. But I'm not going to worry about it, because hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it does, then at least I know and I'm aware of it and I know what to expect. Yeah, I mean, 1.5 years left of his nighttime wear. I can't believe it. Even though I feel like it's gone really quick, I still remember every single hospital appointment, obviously other than the last one because that was the first one I didn't go to. For some reason I just felt so nervous about it, and I was really anxious and worried in the lead up, and I don't know why, I just couldn't snap out of it. So Dan took the afternoon off work and went and took Marco for me, which was really sweet. But luckily everything was fine, more than fine in fact. Yeah, I don't know why I worried so much. I think it's just the unknown, isn't it? And I think that's what's so scary about the whole Talipes journey, is that it's just so unknown, and you just don't know what's going to happen, how well they're going to react to the treatment, how they're going to cope with it. It's just a really hard thing to deal with, seeing your child go through all of that and just knowing that they are gonna need help and support, and the boots, I mean, yeah, it's one crazy journey, but let me tell you, you can come out of the other side and it all can be perfect and it can be great and it can be amazing, especially when you see them, you know, crawling and walking. I mean, Marco loves dancing, he loves running, and he's honestly so quick. I feel like he could be like an Olympic runner. Honestly, he's so fast. So when you see moments like that and milestones like that that you can never picture when you start off this Talipes journey, it's just amazing, because I never ever pictured Marco being able to dance on his own and being able to run and anything like that. It was really difficult to even think about him doing all of those things, but he does them, and he does them with ease now, and it's just incredible to see. I mean, they really are the strongest of babies. It's insane. Here he is now. He wants to come up. Are you going to say hello? Say hiya. Can you say hiya? Are you amazing? You're mighty Marco, aren't you? You are so mighty. What are you saying? You want another one? Want another one? So I hope you found this video useful, guys. If you're at the start of your Talipes journey and you're just wondering and you've got loads and loads of questions that you would like answered, then please do leave a comment below, because I'd be happy to answer anything. Or if you're struggling with anything, or if you just generally want to know how the whole process has gone, I have done a few other videos I will link down below as well. I hope they will be of some use to you, and I hope you found this useful. If you did, please give me a huge thumbs up, and please subscribe while you're over here for more videos on Marco's Talipes journey and just general motherhood. I hope you guys stick around. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.